Namaste students. Continue the structure of atom. What are the merits and demerits? What it successfully tells and what not successfully tells by the Bohr's model of an atom. Number one, merits of the Bohr's model of an atom. It successfully explains the stability and line spectrum. Stability of the atom and line spectra of hydrogen atom and hydrogen like atoms. It couldn't explain the stability and line spectra of atoms other than hydrogen atom. Other than hydrogen like atoms. It only restricted for the hydrogen like species. And also it is a Bohr's model improves the Rutherford's nuclear model. These are the two merits successfully explains. And what are the limitations, demerits of Bohr's atomic model? Number one, Bohr's theory was unable to explain the splitting of spectral lines. What is meant by splitting of spectral lines? Spectra in the spectral lines is splitting of the divalent, trivalent ಅಂತ ಆ ರೀತಿ splitting of spectral lines ಬಗ್ಗೆ ಹೇಳೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಯಾರು Bohr's. Other than spectral lines, splitting of spectral lines in the magnetic field was successfully explained by Zeeman effect. In the electric field, Stark effect. This is one of the limitation of Bohr's theory. And second one, it couldn't explain the ability of atoms to form molecules by chemical bond. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಕೆಮಿಕಲ್ ರಾಸಾಯನಿಕ ಬಂಧದಿಂದ ಅಣುಗಳೇನಾಗಬೇಕು, ಕೆಲವು ಎರಡಕ್ಕಿಂತ ಮೂರು ಅಣುಗಳು ಸೇರಿ ಮಾಲಿಕ್ಯೂಲ್ ಆಗ್ತವೆ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ನಾವು ಕಲ್ತಿದ್ವಿ. ಇದನ್ನ Bohr's ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಹೇಳಬೇಕು. ಹಾಗಾಗಿ ಈ ಎರಡು ಡಿಮೆರಿಟ್ಸ್ ಲಿಮಿಟೇಷನ್ ಇಂದ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ ಮಾಡೋದಕ್ಕೆ ಬರುತ್ತೆ ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಕಾನ್ಸೆಪ್ಟ್ ಟುವರ್ಡ್ಸ್ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಮ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್. ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಈ ಎರಡನ್ನ ಮತ್ತೆ ಪ್ಲಸ್ ಅದನ್ನ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಹೋಗ್ತೀವಿ. Bohr's ಅಟಾಮಿಕ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ನ ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ. ಯಾವುದೆಲ್ಲ ಕ್ವಾಂಟಮ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಆ ಕಡೆ ಬರ್ತೀವಿ. ಇದು ಕ್ವಾಂಟಮ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿಲ್ಲ. ಕ್ವಾಂಟಮ್ ಮೆಕ್ಯಾನಿಕಲ್ ಮಾಡೆಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಆಟಮ್ ಕಡೆ ಹೋಗ್ಬೇಕಂದ್ರೆ ಎರಡು ಇಂಪ್ರೂವ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ನೋಡ್ಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. ಆ ಎರಡು ಡೆವಲಪ್ಮೆಂಟ್ಸ್ ಯಾವುದು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ನಂಬರ್ ಒನ್, ಡ್ಯುಯಲ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಆಫ್ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್. ದ್ರವ್ಯದ ಎರಡು ರೀತಿ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಗಳದಾವ ಏನು. And number two, Heisenberg uncertainty principle. These two developments are improves towards the from Bohr's atomic model to quantum mechanical model of atom. Number one, dual behavior of matter. Dual behavior of matter was proposed by de Broglie, French scientist, in 1924. Proposed that matter like radiation electromagnetic radiation ಹೋಗಿದೆ, ಅದಕ್ಕೆ ಡುವೆಲ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ, ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ನೇಚರ್, ವೇವ್ ನೇಚರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಅದೇ ರೀತಿ ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಕೂಡ ಎರಡು ಡುವೆಲ್ ಬಿಹೇವಿಯರ್ ಅಲ್ಲ ಮ್ಯಾಟರ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತಾರೆ. ಅದು ಡಿ ಬ್ರೋಗ್ಲಿ ನೋಡಿ. ಲೈಕ್ ರೇಡಿಯೇಷನ್ ಶುಡ್ ಆಲ್ಸೋ ಎಕ್ಸಿಬಿಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಕಲ್ ಅಂಡ್ ವೇವ್ ಲೈಕ್ ಪ್ರಾಪರ್ಟೀಸ್. ಫಾರ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ in radiation, as photon has momentum as well as wavelength. Momentum ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ p. A photon, small frequency or small pocket of energy, discrete frequency, photon. A photon has momentum ಇದೆ, ಹಾಗೆ wavelength ಅದಂತ ಹೇಳಿದ್ರೆ ಯಾವುದಕ್ಕೆ electromagnetic radiation. It has dual characters. Like that, electrons in the matter, electrons should also have the momentum p as well as wavelength lambda. But these two, momentum and wavelength, are inversely proportional. See, lambda is equal to h by p. Inversely proportional position. lambda and momentum. Here lambda is the wavelength, p is the momentum, h is the Max Planck. Here p is equal to m into v. P is equal to mass into velocity. P is momentum. Here m is the mass of the particle, v is its velocity, p is momentum, lambda is wavelength. Now it is for particle nature. If it is in light, lambda is equal to h by mc. C is the speed of light instead of v. Yes, for light. What is the significance of de Broglie equation or dual behavior matter? It is called de Broglie equation. Generally, what is the de Broglie equation? Definition 1 mark, equation in 1 mark. And what is the significance of de Broglie equation? Lambda is inversely proportional to the m mass. And de Broglie equation is applicable only for microscopic particles, not atoms, subatomic particles. Only for subatomic particles, because mass is a large and wavelength is a small. Let us see one of the problems regarding de Broglie equation. Continue the de Broglie equation. Calculate the number of waves in 4 orbit generated by an electron. So using this formula, 2 pi r is equal to n lambda. 2 pi r is circumference of orbit electron is moving, where n lambda is integral multiple of wavelength with which the electron is moving in the circumference. 2 pi r by lambda is equal to n, where r radius, lambda wavelength, and n is number of waves. Now, by applying de Broglie equation in this, so gives 2 pi r and it is h by me. And de Broglie equation, we have known that lambda is equal to h by p. H by p is equal to h by p is equal to m into v. Isn't it? H by m by h. This is introducing de Broglie equation in this. Now, by reviewing this MVR, then you know fourth postulate of Bohr's atomic model. It says that MVR is angular momentum, and it is equal to the value n into h by 2 pi. N into h by 2 pi. MVR is equal to n into h by 2 pi. We are introducing this in the place of MVR. Now 2 pi by h in the place of MER, h by n into h by 2 pi. Now cancel 2 pi by h by 2 pi. Remain only n, where n is here number of orbits. Orbit 1, stationary state 1, or latency level 1. First orbit or second orbit. Number of orbits, here it is n is number of waves. Number of orbits is equal to the number of waves. Now the next concept in this towards the quantum mechanical model of atom is Heisenberg uncertainty principle. In Heisenberg uncertainty principle, it states that it is impossible to determine simultaneously the exact position and exact momentum of an electron. I will repeat once again. it is impossible to determine simultaneously the exact position and exact momentum of an electron. It's shown by the equation delta H into delta P is nearly equal to H by 4 pi, where delta X is uncertainty in position, uncertainty in momentum. ಎರಡನ್ನ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಮತ್ತೆ ಮೊಮೆಂಟಮ್ ಈ ಎರಡನ್ನ ಒಂದೇ ಸಲ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಡಿಟರ್ಮೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ. ಏನ್ ಮಾಡಬೇಕು, ಒಂದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದ್ರೆ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಕಂಡುಹಿಡಿದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಅನ್ಸರ್ಟೈನಿಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಇದು ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಇತ್ತು ಅಂತಂದ್ರೆ ಇದು ಅನ್ಸರ್ಟೈನಿಟಿ ಅಂತ ಗೊತ್ತಾಗುತ್ತೆ. 13.5 here 13 is a certain value, 0.5 is a uncertain value. ಅನ್ಸರ್ಟೈನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಯಾವ್ದಾದ್ರು ಒಂದು ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಮೊಮೆಂಟಮ್ ಅನ್ಸರ್ಟೈನಿಟಿ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಮೊಮೆಂಟಮ್ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಮೊಮೆಂಟಮ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಪೊಸಿಷನ್ ಅನ್ಸರ್ಟೈನ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಎರಡನ್ನೂ ಒಂದೇ ಸಲ ಎಕ್ಸಾಕ್ಟ್ ಡಿಟರ್ಮೈನ್ ಮಾಡೋಕೆ ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಯಾರು ಹೈಸೆನ್ಬರ್ಗ್ ಅನ್ಸರ್ಟೈನಿಟಿ ಇಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾನಾಟ್ ಬಿ ಎಕ್ಸ್ಪ್ಲೇನ್ಡ್ ಬೈ ಬೋರ್ಸ್ ಮಾಡಲ್ ಆಫ್ ಆನ್ ಆಟಮ್. Here delta P is equal to m into delta V, because P is equal to m into V added to the equation. For momentum is equal to mass into velocity. Now introduce this delta P instead of m into delta V instead of delta P, delta X into m delta V nearly equal to H by 4 pi. Simplification. Now the question is, why electron cannot exist inside the nucleus? Why electron is present outside the nucleus? ಯಾಕೆ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಸುತ್ತುತ್ತೆ, ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇರೋದಿಲ್ಲ? ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಎಲೆಕ್ಟ್ರಾನ್ ಇದು ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಒಳಗಡೆ ಇಲ್ಲ, ಹೊರಗಡೆ ಯಾಕೆ ಸುತ್ತುತ್ತೆ? ರಿವಾಲ್ವ್ಸ್ ಅರೌಂಡ್ ದ ನ್ಯೂಕ್ಲಿಯಸ್ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ಒಳಗಡೆ ಯಾಕಿಲ್ಲ? Heisenberg uncertainty principle, it applicable only for microscopic objects. It is a negligible for macroscopic objects. Let us see why electron cannot exist inside the nucleus. So the position of an electron or atomic diameter given 10 to the power minus 15 meter. It means it is uncertain value. It is uncertain value. Put the value in the equation. Delta V. We are calculating delta V because delta X uncertainty in position they given. So we have to calculate delta P. M into V is delta V is equal to H by 4 pi into M into delta X. Here H is a mass Planck value 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second, and pi value 22/7 having value 3.14, and the mass of an electron is 9.1 into 10 to the power 31 minus 31 mass of electron, and delta X uncertainty in position they given 10 to the power minus 15. By simplifying, this gives delta V is equal to 5.77 into 10 to the power 10 meter per second. It is, this value is higher than velocity of light. Higher than velocity of light. So that electron cannot exist inside the nucleus, it exists outside the nucleus. Problems on de Broglie equation and Heisenberg uncertainty principle. Problem number 1. What will be the wavelength lambda, wavelength of a ball of a mass 0.1 kg m moving with a velocity v 10 meter per second? Solution. According to de Broglie equation, lambda is equal to S by V. K is m into V. M into V 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second, and mass they given 0.1 kg, and v velocity speed of light 10 to the power 10 meter per second. Given 10 meter per second velocity, and now calculate lambda is equal to 6.626 10 to the power minus 34. It means if there is a mass and velocity, both are negligible. Both are negligible. Already told that these are applicable for only microscopic objects, not macroscopic objects. Then like that. Problem number 2. Mass of a photon with a wavelength. Mass of a photon with wavelength lambda and m 3.6 angstrom. Lambda is equal to wavelength 3.6 angstrom. Convert the angstrom into meter. 3.6 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter. Velocity of the photon is equal to velocity of light. Both are same. Here is equal to same value. Mass of the photon is equal to, calculate the mass of the photon is equal to h by lambda into v. H is mass constant value 6.626 into 10 to the power 34 joule second. Lambda 3.6 into 10 to the power minus 10 m. And v, now speed of that 3 into 10 to the power 3.00 into 10 to the power 8 meter per second. Now simplify this, to give to the final answer 6.135 into 10 to the power minus 29 kg. It is the mass of the photon with the wavelength 3.6 angstrom. By using de Broglie equation, calculate mass. Now, problem involved in the Heisenberg uncertainty principle. A microscope using suitable photons, small pocket of energy or quantum. A microscope using a suitable photons is employed to locate microscopically locate observe to locate an electron in an atom. Electron in an atom within a distance. Electron na observe ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ ಒಂದು atom ನಲ್ಲಿ ಎಷ್ಟು ಡಿಸ್ಟೆನ್ಸ್ ಇದೆ 0.1 angstrom. 0.1 angstrom. What is the uncertainty? What is the uncertainty in this measurement of its velocity? ಅಂದ್ರೆ exact position, exact momentum ಆಗೋದಿಲ್ಲ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳಿ ಯಾವುದೋ ಒಂದು uncertainty ಇರಬೇಕು. ಇದರಲ್ಲಿ ಯಾವ uncertainty ಇದೆ? Position ನ momentum ಅದನ್ನ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ measurement of its velocity ಅಂತ ಕರೀತಾರೆ. Velocity ದಲ್ಲಿ uncertainty ಎಷ್ಟಿದೆ? By formula Heisenberg uncertainty equation delta x into delta p, where delta x is uncertainty in position, uncertainty in momentum, is equal to 4 h by 4 pi r. Delta p is equal to m into v, m into delta v. So delta x into m into delta v is equal to h by 4 pi. Now we have calculated delta v, so that delta v is equal to 4 h pi 4 pi into delta x into m. H value 6.626 into 10 to the power minus 34 joule second, and 4 and pi value 20/7, and it is value 3.14 pi value, and delta x they given 0.1 angstrom converted to meter, 0.1 into 10 to the power minus 10 meter, and m mass of electron 9.11 into 10 to the power minus 31 kg. Mass of electron is same value 9.11 into 10 to the power minus 31. By substituting the values, it gives the final answer 5.79 into 10 to the power 6 meter per second. So that Heisenberg uncertainty is applicable only for microscopic objects negligible for